Okay, we're going to talk about vastus medialis obliquus. It is one of the quadricep muscles. It is the one on the inside of the knee here that comes just to the inside at the very bottom of the quadricep. It's important to have a strong VMO because it is one of the elements that contributes to the straight tracking of your knee. It's not the only element. Actually, more important than VMO is the angle that your hip is coming in at. So if you on the bike have too inward of a knee angle, that's going to cause your kneecap to track crooked, no matter how strong your VMO is. But if you've sorted out your form and your legs are tracking straight, the final element in making sure that the kneecap has a nice straight line of tracking is having a strong VMO. So we're going to show you the exercise here. It's a tough one, but it works really well. So the exercise for VMO looks like this. You start with your heels right up against the wall, and you take sort of 2 pirate paces away from the wall. So heel to toe, feet shoulder width apart. It's quite a ways away from the wall, don't worry. Make sure you've got shoes or something non-slip on your feet. Now that's going to get you in the neighborhood. What you've got to do is you lower yourself till your bum is level with the crease of the back of your knees. And then look out over your knees and make sure that your kneecaps are falling more or less right above the very back edge of your Achilles tendon or your heel. Sometimes if you're wearing sneakers, you've got to back up just a tiny bit, depending on the size of your feet and your thighs. And now this is the position. Now this position maximally trains the VMO. You've got to make sure that your knees aren't in or out. They've got to be straight. And while it targets the VMO specifically, you're going to feel this in all of your quadricep muscles. But it does maximally target that VMO muscle. We are aiming for a 5-minute hold. That should be your sort of maximum effort. So the first time you do this, do it as long as you possibly can without falling over. And if that is not 5 minutes, then you need to work on this. Either do 2 or 3 repetitions of 2 to 3 minutes until you think you can pull off a 5-minute maximum hold. One of the nice things about this position is while it is a maximal contraction of the VMO, it also happens to be a position of fairly little compression for the knee, and as far as the kneecap, the patellofemoral joint. So even when your knees are pretty sore, you can use this in a rehabilitation setting, and it works great. So lean up against the wall, set your timer, see if you can get all the way to 5 minutes. If you can't, you need to work on it.